2008, a message appeared on an online cryptography forum. The author, under the mysterious name Satoshi Nakamoto, announced the creation of a new peer-to-peer electronic cash system that required no trusted third party. This system was called Bitcoin. It introduced a network with its own native currency and a method for verifying transactions that relied on math and computing power, not trust in middlemen. Coins would be issued on a fixed schedule, rewarding participants who used their computers to secure the network. At first, it looked like just another failed attempt at digital money. For months, only a few dozen cryptography enthusiasts mined and traded Bitcoin as a kind of digital collectible. But in October 2009, something changed. An internet exchange priced 5,050 BTC at $5.02, about $1 for 1,000 Bitcoins. That price wasn't based on hype, but on the electricity cost to mine them. Bitcoin had transformed from a digital toy into a commodity with market value. In May 2010, another milestone. A programmer paid 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas worth $25. That moment marked the first real-world exchange, proving Bitcoin could function as money. In just 7 months, it moved from niche collectible to commodity to medium of exchange. From there, adoption snowballed. By 2017, Bitcoin hit $10,000. By December 2024, $100,000. 15 years later, the world's first decentralized digital currency had become a global phenomenon. To understand why Bitcoin matters, though, we can't just ask, what is Bitcoin? We have to ask a deeper question. What is money? Throughout history, humans solved the problem of trade by inventing money. Barter worked in tiny communities but quickly broke down in larger markets. Needs rarely matched. One farmer couldn't trade a cow for half a house. Apples rotted before they could be swapped for durable goods. And geography made exchange even harder. The solution was indirect exchange. People started trading for goods that others wanted, using them as intermediaries. Over time, the most liquid, durable, and portable goods became money. Liquidity mattered, how easily something could be sold without losing value. Economists call this hardness, and one way to measure it is stock to flow. How much already exists compared to how much new supply can be created each year. The higher the ratio, the harder the money. History offers cautionary tales. The people of Yap used giant limestone rye stones as money. Because they were incredibly hard to quarry and transport, they held value for centuries. But when modern tools made quarrying easy, supply exploded, and rye stones lost their role as money. In West Africa, glass beads were precious until Europeans arrived with shiploads of cheap beads, draining their value. Easy to produce money always fails. Metals offered better answers. Gold and silver were durable, divisible, portable. Gold served as a store of value, silver for everyday trade. Standardized coins fueled trade across continents. Later, banks layered paper and checks on top of vault reserves, moving claims faster than the metals themselves, but always relying on gold as the hard base. This is the context where Bitcoin enters. Satoshi's design enforced scarcity with code. New coins are released on a transparent schedule, halving roughly every 4 years, until a maximum of 21 million is reached. Validation is decentralized. No government or company controls it. Security comes from proof of work, making it prohibitively expensive to fake history. Most explainers stop at Bitcoin as blockchain. But the deeper truth is about money itself. Hard money resists debasement. Soft money loses value as supply floods in. Bitcoin's genius is to reintroduce hardness into the digital age. 15 years on, Bitcoin has not only survived, it has forced the world to rethink the very idea of money. From barter to shells to salt to gold, and now to decentralized digital scarcity, the story of money is the story of human progress. What surprised you most? The failures of barter, the lessons of rye stones, or Bitcoin's design? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this video helped you understand money a little deeper, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for the next chapter of Losses to Lessons.
Last time we learned why money exists, why hardness matters, and how Bitcoin tries to bring hardness into the digital age. Now let's rewind to the last era when the world mostly agreed on one money, the gold standard. Think of it as the universal charger of value, no adapter needed. Belle Epoque. When gold behaved like adults and governments, kind of had to, under the 19th century gold standard, most major countries pegged their currencies to a specific weight of gold. Exchanging British pounds for French francs was basically converting inches to centimeters. Capital piled up, trade exploded, and innovation went brrr. Telegraph, railways, modern finance. If you were a well-heeled traveler, you could circle the globe paying with gold-backed notes like a VIP Costco card for civilization. 3 hairline cracks in the perfect system. Centralization creep. Gold increasingly sat in banks, while people used paper claims. Great for speed, bad for self-custody. The more claims, the easier it became for politics to nudge reality. Tech mismatch: you can't 3D print gold, but you can print more paper claims. Temptation level: Black Friday TV sale. Foreign reserve games: some countries held each other's IOUs as reserves. Convenient, until stress hits and everyone yells, "Cash out!" World War I, when temporarily suspending gold became a lifestyle. Wars are expensive. Politicians dislike raising taxes, voters notice, so they discovered a softer button: print. Governments issued paper far faster than gold reserves grew. On paper, you're funding freedom. In your grocery cart, prices creep up. It's the economic version of "we'll split the bill evenly" when your friend ordered the tomahawk steak. Fiat money. Money by decree, and no, you can't return it. By the 20th century, especially after 1971, the world shifted to fiat, money that's valuable because the government says so, not because it's redeemable for something scarce. It works surprisingly well for day-to-day life, like TSA pre-check. Not fun, but it gets you through. The catch? If supply grows faster than the real economy, your dollars do cardio but still gain weight: inflation. The petrodollar: how oil became the dollar's best wingman. In the 1970s, after severing gold ties and with oil shocks rocking the world, the U.S. helped standardize oil trade in dollars. Producers priced and sold oil in USD and parked surpluses in U.S. treasuries. No, the dollar wasn't backed by barrels, but global energy demand kept global dollar demand sturdy, like having the world's busiest food truck accept only your coupons. Why this matters to you and your grocery receipt. Soft money = sneaky tax. You don't see the line item, but your savings buy fewer Costco rotisserie chickens each year. Hard money = planning power. When money supply is hard to expand, long-term saving and investment make sense, like planting a 401k tree and trusting it won't be chainsawed by surprise. Enter Bitcoin again, but with new contrast. Gold was hard but heavy and politically hostage once stored in vaults. Fiat is fast but soft and policy tunable, sometimes great, sometimes DMV. Bitcoin aims to be digital hard, scarce by code, transferable at internet speed, custodiable by you. It's like gold learned to email itself, without asking a bank for a permission slip. A few funny real-life yardsticks. If your paycheck's up 3% but eggs are up 12%, congratulations, you're running on a treadmill set to incline. Just print more money sounds like just add more water to the soup, until everyone notices it tastes like soup-flavored water. If you've ever tried returning crypto to Amazon, you learn 2 things. You can't, and you probably shouldn't have bought that meme coin at 3 a.m. We'll break down how Bitcoin tries to dodge the gold/fiat traps, issuance schedule, halving, miners versus validators, how custody actually works, and the mistakes to avoid so you don't become a Pizza Guy Legend 2.0. What's your biggest inflation moment? Rent, groceries, or streaming subscriptions sneaking up on you like a gym membership you forgot to cancel? Drop it below, and I'll feature the best comments in the next episode of Losses to Lessons.